When life feels chaotic in the valley, peace can feel impossible. But Jesus promised a peace that the world cannot give. Today, I'll share 3 ways to hold on to your peace in your storm. Storms in life are inevitable, aren't they? They're almost predictable in many ways. And maybe your storm looks like health struggles, similar to what I've been experiencing, or maybe broken relationships, or financial pressures, or the weight of anxiety and doubt just about everyday life. Storms come in many shapes and many forms, and often they leave us feeling like life has no peace and like life is just one big storm. But peace is still possible, not because the storm disappears, but because Jesus steps into the storm with us. He promised in John chapter 14 verse 27, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives." So how do we hold on to that kind of peace that Jesus promises? Especially when everything can feel so chaotic as we travel through our valleys. Well, here are 3 ways that have anchored me in my valley storms, and I believe that they can do the same for you too. So, number 1, anchor yourself in God's word. Psalm 119 and verse 105 says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." When chaos swirls, we need an anchor, something steady that holds us in place. God's word is that anchor. It reminds us that His promises, when everything else feels shaky, is the only thing that can make us feel secure. In my own valleys, I've often opened up my Bible with trembling hands sometimes, with just concern, with just filled up with so much fear. And I start searching for something to cling on to. And even if it's one verse or one truth, that has often been enough to steady me through those difficult moments. For example, Isaiah 41 and verse 10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you." That one verse has carried me through days when fear felt so overwhelming. When the storm feels too loud, it can feel overwhelming. It can feel heavy. But when that happens, just open God's word. Write verses on sticky post-it notes. Keep them on your phone. Declare them out loud. His word will be a lamp that lights your next step, even when you can't see the whole path. Number 2 is invite Jesus into the storm. In Mark chapter 4, verse 39, it tells us the story of Jesus calming the storm. His disciples were terrified as the waves crashed into their boat, but Jesus stood and said, "Peace, be still." And the wind and the waves obeyed him. Here's the part that always gets me. The disciples didn't calm the storm by themselves. They didn't fix it. All they did was cry out to Jesus. What a wonderful reminder about how to handle the storm. Prayer is how we invite Jesus into our valley storms. It's how we hand over our boat to him so that he can steer us. When chaos hits, our first instinct is often to control things, to grab the wheel and to steer harder and to try and fix it. But peace comes when we stop trying to manage it all on our own, and instead we whisper, "Jesus, I need you here." He may not always stop the storm right away, and I know that we have experienced enough of life to feel that way sometimes. But he will calm you in the middle of the storm. And sometimes that inner calm is the greatest miracle of all. Number 3 is practice surrender daily. Jesus says in John chapter 14 verse 27, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives." The world tells us that peace comes when everything is perfect, if there's ever such a thing, right? It tells us that peace will come when the storm ends, when life is in order. But Jesus says that his peace is different. It is peace that stays even when life doesn't look perfect. Now that is the sort of peace that we need every day. But here's the key. Peace flows when we surrender control. And surrender isn't a one-time decision. It is a daily practice. On tough mornings in my valley, I try to remember to pray and to say, "Lord, I cannot control this storm, but I trust you with my storm. I choose to rest in your peace today." It doesn't mean that the storm vanishes, but it means that I am no longer fighting the storm alone. And in that surrender, God's peace becomes my strength. And it can become your strength too. So in closing, peace is found in the absence of everything else. It can be found when things feel awfully terrifying at times. Peace is found in the presence of Jesus, who can calm any storm. So when chaos rises in your valley, remember these 3 ways. So number 1, anchor yourself in God's word. Number 2, invite Jesus into the storm through prayer. And number 3, practice daily surrender and receive his peace. The storms may rage, but the peace of Jesus will hold you steady. So which of these ways, whether it's God's word, prayer or surrender, will you try this week? Share it in the comments below so that we can continue to encourage each other. And if this encouraged you, please do share it with someone else who's walking through a stormy valley, because peace is possible even when we're right in the middle of it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive more help and encouragement. Until the next time, my wonderful people, please do take care.